What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Carx drift racing online. I'm going to be building another car for today's video. I do actually have another car to build. The only thing is, there it is. I bought it and I never ended up using it because I ran out of money, so I ended up getting some money, as you can see. And I'm going to be playing around with the M2 pretty much an M2. And I want to build this thing. The wheels look so small on it for some reason. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that the wheels on this are like 19s, but they don't look 19 on this thing. Anyway, regardless, I'm going to be building the M2. It's going to look nice, hopefully. I'm going to... Ooh, I was just going to say, I was literally just about to say, can we make this wide body? And yes, we can. This looks like a race car. This, though, looks clean. It's like the M2 that's already, like, sort of a wide-bodied 2 Series, and then, boom. You know? It actually looks really clean. I'm not going to lie. Let's have a look. What can we actually change on this thing? So, for the front lights, obviously I can change those. I can put eyelids if I want to. I can do this, which just gets rid of the entire outside line. It just makes it a drift missile. Or I can get rid of the lights completely. I kind of like the lights on this thing. Don't really want to change them. However, if I want to make it look like a proper comp drift car, I'd love to have like these LEDs put on it. Just because it looks crazy. These actually look really good still. The drift, like the missile type lights. But these though, it just replaces the entire headlight. It just looks weird if I pick these. Let's just have a look at what else we have here. We're gonna have bash bar pretty much on the front end if I really wanted to, but I like the front bumper because it makes it look good. As for our bonnet, actually the nicest one is probably this one, right? That is a very bulged out bonnet. Or hood, whatever. I kind of want to go between like a mix of... Yeah, between a mix of like, you know, race car. I think the standard... Actually, no antenna on the back. I'll do these. I want to have it so it's like between like a standard setup car, but also like a proper full race car. So that's why I want to make this thing look just crazy right now. As for the side skirts, yeah, I'm gonna keep those on. As for our trunk lid, I can change it to this. I don't want to change it to that. That's fine. The one that we're on now. Bash bar on the back if I wanted to. Don't want that. As for our wang, I'm down to have a wang on this thing. That one's nice and little. Probably gonna go with the missile one. It's massive. Our taillights, we can get rid of those if we wanted to, or we can put these ones on. But I like the original ones, so I'm gonna keep those on. The exhaust. The exhaust, I'm probably gonna go with single pipe, just because it looks much more like extreme, I guess. As for the interior, yeah, since we're turning this thing into a proper race car, can we like fully remove the other seat? I'd love to just fully remove it. Actually, the stock seat kind of suits it, right? You have race car seat on the left. Whoa, wow, this actually looks the same. It actually looks so similar to an actual M2. I like that. That's kind of cool. Again, race car, so race car steering wheel. I'll go with a mono steering wheel. Brilliant. We can put a hydro in it. I'm down to put a hydro in this. It looks good. What else do we have here? Oh, I kind of like this one. Okay, shifter. Obviously, this, if I start changing stuff here, it'll just look a little dumb. It's already got... Well, actually, it doesn't have flappy pedals anymore, right? So, I guess sequential box. Sequential type shifter. Sure. Right, for the rims. Obviously, the M2, like, just normal wheels. The M wheels are pretty boring, so I'm not going to keep those. Yeah, let's have a look. There's probably a massive selection of wheels here. So, these stock ones, are these all from, like, the cars that you see in-game now? So, like, they're just sort of wheels from other cars that you can actually buy in the game. Am I right in saying that? Because they look like it. They definitely look like some of these wheels belong on other cars. Anyway, if you go to BSB, pretty much... Okay, okay. I actually kind of like all these. These could actually suit the M2 quite well. What about RC? RC... one or two of these could look bad, not that bad. These definitely look like Workmeister wheels. Yeah, there's obviously all of these. You can see that they're all somewhat replicas of like actual IRL wheels. Drift spec wheels. There's a ton of options here available for this thing that I'm able to pick. Some Nismo wheels if I really wanted to. It'd be funny if they actually had Nismo written on them. That'd be just jokes. I would definitely put those on. That'd be just so funny. I'm gonna go to the BSB. BSB I feel like have a really good selection of wheels that I think would suit this car a lot. When it comes to like aftermarket wheels. Interesting. I kind of like these ones. I think these ones suit it a lot. They have a little bit of center offset as well, which they look kind of nice. Okay. I am down to purchase these. I think we're pretty much done, right? The wheels were the last option. Oh, tires. I forgot about tires. What's the difference? Oh, okay. So these are just like YOLO tires. Okay, yeah, I'm putting that on. Never mind. That's just funny. As for mods, I'm gonna go Ultimate. Again, people have told me in previous videos that with the Ultimate thing, you can go to the dyno stand and change a bunch of stuff there. For the paint of this thing, do I want to do anything for the paint? I kind of want to get it in the blue that it usually comes with, which is something similar to this, right? It's so low. This actually looks so good. Once we get camber and stuff like that changed on it, I think it'll look so good. Candy actually looks really good too as well on this thing. Makes it nice and shiny. I'm putting that on. As for my wheels, I think I like the wheels, the color that they are now. They're just sort of... Ooh, the chrome lip. I am putting that on 100,000,000%. And then now for the actual rim itself, I kind of want to keep this thing just silver. Honestly. Candy? It's like candy, like what? Like grey or silver? Oh my god, these actually look so good. They need to be bigger though. We're gonna change these to be a little bit bigger. I definitely don't want to change anything for the smoke. And I don't think I would have put anything there either. Is this like... Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I cannot be bothered to put like a whole design on this thing. I feel like it's gonna take me so long to do any of that. Right then. So, stance-wise... oh yeah, wheels. How do I change these? Oh. We'll do 20s front and rear. They don't look like 20s, but they do look good. 265 and 285s I think are fine. Tire pressure, I'll keep that the way it is. Front wheel adhesion. Is that what, like, stickiness, I guess, of the front wheel? Is that what I'm feeling here? It's how sticky the wheels are. I'm gonna leave these at 100%. I don't know exactly how they're gonna drive. Front tire profile. I can't change that so they're a little bit smaller. No, I think they're fine actually. I do like the way this looks. Like this. Yeah, suspension. Let's get this thing to be nice and low because I feel like it'll look really, really nice if it's low. Especially the rear end. The rear end being really, really low to the ground looks so good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Everything else, I don't know how this thing drives, so I'm gonna leave this thing the way it is at the moment. I have no idea what I should change on this thing to get this thing to drive better or worse. As for the engine, how much power does this thing make? 866. Jesus. And then transmission again. I have no idea how this thing is gonna end up driving properly, so I'm just gonna leave this the way it is because I don't really care. Again, I can just go to test drive, right? And then I test all that. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care enough to do all of that. But yeah, that is pretty much the M2 done. It looks completely different to before. I was thinking, actually, I didn't mean to do that. I was thinking, should I actually go ahead and change camber on this thing? Because I feel like I can do it with a little bit more camber on the front end. One sec. A little bit more negative camber. If I do something like this, right? And if I go and I change, is it wheels? Wheel track for the front. And I do something like that. Bring the wheels out just slightly. So, especially from the front when it looks like this. It looks nuts. If if I go to this and actually have a look and see once the wheels are turned, is it actually clipping? It's not really. Maybe a tiny bit. Ah, it's fine. Who cares? It's a video game. Alright, let's try this thing. I'm just excited to drive this thing and see what we can do here. I've unlocked, or sorry, not unlocked, but since I have so much money, I can probably just get a new place to drift on. I like Camry Road. It's nice. It's just fun to drive on. It's like really long and it's interesting to drive on. West Coast Arena, I bought this DLC just so I can do this, so I can keep doing the same race over and over again, because it's actually pretty easy to do. Springstone's pretty easy. Castle Road, again, it's really short. I'm probably gonna go to Springstone. I haven't driven on this track in a while. I think, remember it still. It doesn't rev very high, does it? Okay. The tires are really, really sticky. I was driving the 240Z or 280Z, whatever it is in this game. Just the Z in general. You guys probably should have seen it in a previous video, but I was driving that thing and that slides or slips so much easier than this car. It's crazy the difference between all the builds as well. Like it's mad. They don't all drive the same or anything like that. I mean, it's cool, but like it's just the amount of detail that's gone into like this indie game, you know? It's kind of cool. And I'm nowhere near good enough at this game to like... Ooh, I went too fast. Yeah, I need to remember this track a little better, but... Yeah, this thing has a lot more grip. I think tire adhesion I'm probably going to bring down quite a bit, especially for the rear end. Or at least camber my wheels a little more. I mean, I just do remember, like we're on 285s for the rear. I mean, even though this thing has 800 horsepower going through the rear wheels, it's just still... It's still lots and lots of grip. Front end whips in nicely though. Transitioning with the front end is just easy. And I still get loads of points. It's super smooth to drive, 100%. It's smooth to drive. It drives really nicely. Even though I haven't really done much to it, but yeah, there's definitely better things. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of like a little bit of tire adhesion, and see what that's like with this. So if you go to wheels and bring that down to 90, right? Should I do that? Actually, instead of doing that, I'm gonna keep that the way it is. I'm gonna increase my tire pressure for the front end a little bit. We'll bring it to like 235, and then same with the rear. Get that back end to slide a lot. We'll do something like that. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. And then for my tires, do 255s, and then we'll do 275. Let's just see how this drives. Let's see if this is better. If there's enough of a difference now, or if this is literally just for looks. I really hope it's not just for looks that all of this happens. There actually is a big difference in, or a noticeable difference. Really know, honestly. It could just be like, what is it like? Is it like the Mandela effect? That I was gonna say, you know, it does feel a little different, but again, it could just be literally just the Mandela effect. Like me just have already driven this car, so I know what it drives like, you know? These gear ratios, or yeah, these gear ratios for this track especially are crazy, because I'm always in like 5th and 6th. I had to just whip the handbrake there. Stay a little closer to the inside this time around, because I actually do remember there's a massive wall there. Probably could have just stretch this entire slide out instead of me doing that, but that's fine. Going into 6. It's quite nice to drive, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very smooth. It's very, very smooth to drive. Especially once I get the hang of it. Once I get the hang of this thing, it's super, super smooth to drive. I like it. Again, I'm not 100% sure if it drives better or is it just me that drives better with this thing, because it just feels easier to drive. I like it. I like the M2. I like the M2. It's a nice little bit. It actually looks kind of clean too as well. With the build. I love those wheels. I think those wheels like suit it a lot as well. Oh my god. It whips so hard as well. And the steering angle makes this thing look crazy. That actually look how cool that looks. That is so, that's actually kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys very much for watching today's short little video on Carx Drift Racing Online. If you want to see some more videos like this on the channel, please subscribe, helps me out a lot. And yeah, leave suggestions on what other car would you guys like me to try out in this game. Again, I'm not super talented or whatever at this game, I'm not very good at it, but I like learning and I like messing around with stuff, so yeah, let me know stuff down in the comments below. But for now, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.